Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top four seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield. It's dark. The pass rush closing in. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Finds room at the 30. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Grab near the sticks. It's Bentley. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 11, 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
But this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. On the ground. It's Edwards. Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Davis. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. And the Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Hand off to the back. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Hands off to the left. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
And the Rebels have first and 10 here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sticks. It's Bentley. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. And this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Dropping back, it's Davis. Here's the throw deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Back in motion now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And just a simple sneak to earn the 6 points, Kirk.
Yeah, no need to overthink it. The sneak works exactly as it's designed, and you get the score.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Back to pass. They flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab. A successful 2-point try. And they bump the lead up even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize. And they were able to knock it loose.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Makes the catch. It's Wells. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down and goal upcoming. Dropping back. It's Dark. He's moving out of the pocket. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he'll loft it to the end zone. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick this away to start the second half. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Back to throw. It's Davis. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
First down here for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He pulls in the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Caught quickly. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. The Wolverines will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, but where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To the air, it's Dart. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after.
Touchdown, Rebels. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Breaks free. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up with a play and taken down.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
It's fourth down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. To throw, it's Davis. And now another deep ball here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And the Wolverines pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching downfield. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The Wolverines trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
Get set.
Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Makes the handoff, looking to throw. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offense still looking to score a touchdown for the first time. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Davis. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
2nd and goal for the offense. The back's got it on a counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
He's swarmed by the defense.
I tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
That one straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again, they're booted away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Dart. Receiver makes the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3?
Here we go.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 20, past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense is back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Fights through a tackle. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running backs still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their
uses the spin move. He's loose. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Davis. Trying to extend the play. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They're 1 for 3 so far on fourth down attempts. Can they convert here?
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the offense will just take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Of course, in the play.